clearly. And then one day we wake up and we see very clearly.
And
we wonder what in hell we saw in that person when the whole big sex thing goes. It is. It's a very, very, very... It's kind of a tricky thing.
Do you like sex?
What?
Well, you're the one who said sex is God's joke.
Well, it's God's joke because it fools us so. But...
so it must have fooled you so.
Oh, yes, I think sex fools all of us. Very, very often. Very often. When basically, let's please God hope that the man we say we'll spend the rest of our lives with, one can communicate with. We must have an intellectual level. Oh, yes, communication. Absolutely. I think is the most important of all. And as I also say in the book, communication, separate bedrooms and separate baths.
That's what makes a good marriage.
I think that gives you a chance. I think sharing one bathroom is hopeless.
No marriage can make it if you share one bathroom.
Enough, the men take longer in the bathrooms than the women do.
You've taken a poll?
No, I haven't had that many experiences to take a poll. But the few people, my son, I'm talking about my son or sons-in-law, whatever, they take a very long time. I don't quite know what they do beyond shaving.
I won't pursue this.
No, we won't pursue this, that's right.
So many women today are having troubles balancing the career and the children. Was that the problem?
No, you see, by the time Dee was born, I was 39, the career was made.
Mm-hmm.
So I had, even though I kept working, I had all the time in the world for my children. Mm-hmm. If I had had my children when I was at the age that most women do, I would have chosen the children and not the career. Because you cannot really do well, both.
You don't think
when
so?
You're dedicated to get to the top, as I was. But that had all been accomplished. And I'm grateful that I didn't have the choice to make, because then I would say today, could I have made it? And there's nothing sadder than wondering if you could have done what you loved to do.
But you don't really think that you can have children and a...
Up to a point, but you can't really and truly give full time. If it's the beginning of a career where you want to get somewhere. I'm not saying that an actor who's acting cannot possibly be a good parent.
Yeah.
But the way I was dedicated in the very beginning, it was my every breathing thought.
When you were married to Gary Merrill, you adopted 2 children. The little girl, Margot, was found to be retarded. You write in your book that your mother said...
Send her back.
You didn't.
Well, it was an interesting remark from a loving mother who knew there was going to be murder ahead. But you just don't send her back.
Were you a good mother, do you think?
Mm-hmm. I think I was. Yes, I think I was. Because I think basically I love my children very, very much. Mm-hmm. My impression of me as a mother, yes. I think I was a good mother. My son does, too. That's a comfort that one child agrees.
Your book, This and That, is about a whole number of things. But at the end, you do talk about your daughter. As a matter of fact, you talk about your love for her all the way through the book. But at the end, you say, I think what a great many people must feel that you felt. You say that it was a shattering experience, that you will never get over it, that it was as bad as the stroke, this book.
Oh, definitely.
Can you understand it?
Never, of course. I haven't seen her now for 3 years. And there's no... She was the love of my life. No question about it. We had a great life together. No, I'll never get over it.
The last page of your book is a letter to your daughter. Very straight letter.
Yes, I think the letter is... Well, she wrote a letter to me at the end of her book. So I decided to end mine the same way. And I think it's humorful and just right.
Tell us. I don't want to.
No, I can't remember it at all. There's only one line in it that I'm very, very proud of. In her book, she said that she thought if she sold her book for a television special of my life, that Glenda Jackson should play me. And in my last letter, I say, I do hope. I call Hyman in my book. I do hope that if you do sell your book for my life story television, you will have the courtesy to ask me to play myself. I'm pleased about that remark. Yes.
If your life story were done, what would the title be?
Joe Mankiewicz told me what to put on my tombstone, so it would be a good title. She did it the hard way, which is the truth. You too. That's in all Yankees.
You have a very fast mind. If you had to describe Bette Davis in 5 words, I'll give you time. What pops into your head?
I am just too much.